What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another Roblox video. Today we're actually doing something different. So I know we were scripting for there for a little while. Don't worry, we'll do a little scripting today, but I want to do something a little different. I want to go over Blender today actually, and I want to teach you guys how you can use Blender really fast. Well, I'll go over how you can model something really fast. I don't know if I can really teach you guys how to do it fast. It just takes a little bit of time. But I recently learned how to do Blender, and I'm super happy about it. So today, I'm going to teach you guys how you can get a hold of Blender and make some models and do some cool things with it. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and let's load up Blender. I'm using Blender 4.2 on here, but you guys can use whatever Blender you like. I recommend 4.2. It's a really good version of Blender. But anyways, let's get in. You have that little thing. You click to the side, and you're into your base plate here. So this is every single scene on Blender. It's just emptiness. You have a camera, a cube, and a light. Honestly, though, you don't need any of this. You can select it all and just press X. Deletes it. So today, let's go ahead and make some simple stuff. So if you do Shift A, you can open up your mesh selection. I'm gonna grab a cube and I'm gonna start with it. So right here, this is how you can select rotating, moving up. It's kind of like Roblox pretty much, but it's not on studs. So I'm gonna move this up, and if you want to go to edit mode, you can press tab. 1, 2, and 3 are your really good keybinds on here. 1 is your vertices, so you can see the points. 2 is edges. 3 is faces. Now, like I said, this is not really a starter tutorial for this. If you want to find a starter tutorial, I recommend looking that up. But I'm going over how you can get a quick start in it, in case you just want to model something really fast. So, I'm going to go to select my face, and I'm going to select this face. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to scale this outwards. Well, actually, I don't know. What do I want to do? Let's see here. What do I want to do? I am going to actually, before I do that, I'm going to scale this down a little bit. Alright, so I think what we can do, we should make a little light post. I think that'll be a nice start. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come up to the top face. I'm going to select it. I'm going to scale it out a little bit. Or actually, I'll do it on the bottom. I'll scale the bottom a little bit. There we go. So we have a nice little pole bottom. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to press I. I'm going to make my square in the middle a little smaller. I'm going to extrude that up like so. And to extrude, you just press E and you can drag it up on the face. I'm going to do it again right here. I'm going to do it again right here. So what this middle point is, this is going to be a different cut pretty much. And then this one is the top. And what I'm going to do on the top is I'm going to actually extrude it out. Extrude and scale it. So I'm going to do E and an S. I'm going to extrude that up a little bit. Like that. There we go. Okay, cool. So I have a little post. I don't really know what I'm going to do for the design of it. I'm kind of going. I'm going to extrude this out. And I'm going to do S on that. Or actually, I'm going to cut it. So Control R, you can cut. And then I have a cut in the middle. I'm going to drag that to be here. So then, whenever I go to scale this, I can do something like that. And then I will pull it out a little bit. And I'm going to scale this one inwards. There we go. It's kind of weird. I don't like that actually. I'm going to extrude it out a little bit and scale it. Let's see. That'll be alright. Alright. Now on the back, I'm going to pull this out. And I'm going to scale it down. Extrude it out a little bit more. Scale this point really far down. Look at that. It's a nice little pole so far. Okay, and I'm going to finish the top design real fast. So I'm going to do I. I'm going to make it a little bit smaller. Extrude that up. I'm going to scale inwards. There we go. So we now have a nice little low poly pole, I guess. Yeah, looks cool. I'm going to do Control R now. I'm going to put some cuts into this. I'm going to do 3. I'm going to do Control B to bevel it. And if you use scroll wheel, you can do different amount of cuts in it. But I'm only going to do 1. There we go. I'm going to do Control D on that. I'm going to do P. I'm going to press selection. There we go. Cool. So I'm going to tab out. I'm going to tab out. Select this one. Tab back in. Select A. I'm extrude scale and Shift Z so I don't pull on the Z axis. There we go. And then I'm actually going to bevel these to Control B again. And I'm going to make them a little round. Just like that. That looks nice. I like that. Okay. And then I'm going to do a couple more cuts. I might do another one on this top part right here. So I'm going to do Control R. I'm just going to do that. Control B. Bevel it out a little bit. Right to there. Okay. And then I'm going to do Shift E. Boom. Selection. There we go. And I'm going to do A. Extrude scale. Shift Z. Boom. So what that's allowing me to do is not to scale it on the z-axis whenever I do shift Z. So it gives us a really nice square one. And then control B to bevel that, make it a little more round. There we go. I like that. So far we have a nice little pole coming along. And I'm going to select back on the main model. I'm going to do another cut. I'm going to cut it in 3 different places, or I guess I'll do 2 here. And I'm going to bevel it again. And I'm going to do Shift D again, and then P selection. Tab out, select my new selection down here. Select all, extrude scale, Shift Z. Or actually on this one, I think I don't want to scale on the, I think it's the x-axis I don't want to scale on. So, Shift X, there we go. There, and then I'm going to bevel those. Make them a little round, there. Cool, okay. And now I'm going to do that one more time on the back. I'm going to do one back here. Bevel it, right there. Okay. Extrude scale, Shift X, boom. I'm going to do Control B, bevel it a little bit. There. Alright, so that's nice. I like that. And then what we can do is I can actually, I think I can combine these all, right? I don't know if I can. Never tried that. Oh, I don't want to do that. Okay. Well, anyways, I'll keep those like that then. So there we go. Okay. So we have a nice little pole. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do a little light to do beside it. So I'm going to do a new, not that, a new collection. I'm going to call this light pole. Put all these inside of it. Boom. Now I'm going to say lantern. So for a lantern, what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a cube. I'm going to move it up. Oop, on the z-axis. There we go. Alright. So what I want to do for the lantern is I want to make it scaled up on the z-axis a little bit, make it a little bit taller. Come to my face select, scale this, actually I want to scale this part outwards. I want to scale this part a little bit inwards. So as you can see the design I'm going for with this. So, let's see here, what do I want to do? What I could do is select all the sides. I could cut these all. There we go. I'll do that. Now bevel that. And then it's extruding outwards, I'm going to extrude inwards. So I'm going to do E scale, Shift Z again. I'm going to take it a little inwards. I don't really like that actually. I don't know if I'm going to do the cuts on it. What can I do? I might just give it rings, honestly. Oh, I have an idea. Okay, so I'm going to come on the bottom. I'm going to extrude scale the bottom a little bit. Make it come out. Extrude it down a little bit. There we go. Come to the top. Extrude scale. Actually, I'm just going to ISO scale it to about there. Well, let's do this. Extrude it. And let's scale it like that. Extrude it a little bit, and we'll scale it like that. There we go. I'll extrude this part a little bit up. So that'll be like the holder part, and then this is that. So there we go. Okay, now I'm going to do Control R on it. Come to the top. Or come to the side. I'm going to give it 3 cuts. Control B. There we go. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do Shift D on that. Oh wait, maybe. In selection. And I'm going to select this one after I tab out. All, extrude scale. On the z-axis. There we go. Alright, so cool. I got a nice little lantern there, if I do say so myself. Now, I will say it's a little big, so I'm just going to scale it down a little bit more. There. Okay, sweet. So like that, we got a lantern, and we got a little pole for it to go on. So I'm going to move these back to the center here. I'm going to move this up. Move this over a little bit. Oh wait, let me select both of them. Move it up, move it over. And then for the top part, what I can do actually is come over here and grab a torus. Come down to these settings. Let me change them up. Let me make it about 6, and I'll do about 10. There we go. Okay, so that should work. Scale it down a little bit. Rotate on the y-axis by 90, so RY 90. Come up to the top. Scale it down a little bit. And then I'm gonna go zoom in on that real fast. To do that, you just hold down the little, it's right above tab. It's this little button here. It's really cool. Then you can view selected. And then it'll let you zoom in on it pretty much. Scoot this over. I'm gonna put it more on the end. And I'm gonna scoot that over. Move that there. And there we go. If I wanted to, I could also rotate this on the z-axis by 90. If you like it like that better. I like the other way more. That's just me personally. Okay, cool. So we have a lantern and we have a light. So now, what I want to do is I'm just going to tab out, select all. I'm going to come up here to File, Export, maybe. Export FBX. And I'm going to go to my downloads and I'm going to call this lantern. Oh wait, actually I want to do it individually. So first I'm going to do the pull. So I'm going to export this first. I'm going to put my downloads like I said. Lantern pull. Okay, I'm going to do selected objects over here and I'm going to scale it to 0.01 because my scaling is weird on here. I don't know what your guys' scaling will be like, but you can play around with that as you do it. Export that. There we go. Okay, I'm going to select my lantern stuff now. I'm going to come back up here, export as FBX, and then we're going to say lantern. And then same things, they automatically save settings, so that's awesome. So there we go. Okay, come back to Roblox now. We're going to go ahead and we're going to import those and from my downloads. And I'm going to come here. You only can import one at a time, so there. And let's see that. Okay, import. So there's our lantern. And then we'll import our pole real fast. Import that. And there we go. We have our nice little lantern pole, and we have our nice little lantern. So I'm going to go ahead. You can do this in the properties before you import it, but make sure everything's anchored, of course. Because we want it all to stay together. So, boom. Okay. So what I'm going to do with these is I'm actually going to quickly recolor them. I won't spend a lot of time doing this. I just want to make it look alright. I'm going to go with the wood. And I don't like a wood on that. If you want to make them higher quality, by the way, whenever you're making these, what you could do is you could tab into here, and you can go to your face select, and select these faces, and say like front part. Just do that. And then press P, and then selection. And then right here, on that new selection we made, you can say this is going to be your faces. I'm going to say front faces. And now on the top here, you can tab back in, and you can say that this is all the top half. And this is pretty much how you separate it all, so you can color it better in Roblox. And we'll say P selection, tab out, top, and then we'll rename these to rings. And then you can also come down here. Oh, don't do that. And we'll just call this one base. There you go. Okay, so I'm gonna re-import this lantern then, since I changed it. File, export. Oh, let me select it all first. FBX, lantern, export, boom. Alright, and we'll come back in here and we'll import it. And then, like I said, if you want to make sure they're anchored, you can come in here, and I think, where is it at? Oh, you might not be able to, oh yeah, right here, anchored. There it is, I'm blind. Okay. So yep, and you just import it, and boom. So there we go. Also, if yours is like that and you don't like that it's not centered, just come to model and press edit pivot and reset, and it'll put it centered. And I probably gotta do that to this one too. There we go. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna drag this over, and we're gonna go through the recoloring process. So the base of it, I'm gonna be a smooth plastic. I'm gonna make it a dark brown to give it like a wood feel. And now I'm gonna come to the front faces. I'm gonna make these glass. I'm gonna make them like kind of like that. Yeah, we'll do that. The rings, I'm gonna make these metal. And then I might make it a little lighter. And then for the top, I'm gonna make this smooth plastic as well. And I'm gonna make this a little darker. I like it being red, so it's not the same color as that. But if we want it to be the same color, you can obviously just copy and paste. I might actually go with darker brown there. Okay. And then the torch, which is the ring, we'll always go with metal on that. Alright, now let's edit this. So, this is the main base. It's all going to be the same color. Like I said, you can go through and do the same thing if you don't want it all to be the same. But I'm going to go with the dark brown. There we go. I'm going to give it smooth plastic, of course. Now, these are all the rings. So I'm going to give these metal. I'm going to make them a little brighter, like that. There we go. Okay, cool. So now we have that, and we got this. Let's move it up a little bit. That should be fine. Okay. And then what I could do, so for the front faces, if it was turned on, for example, you could come through here. You can make it like a orange. I wouldn't say that bright, but kind of, yeah. Kind of do a little orange on it. But for this example, I'll make it to where we can do that in a minute. What I want to do first, though, is I want to come over here, and I want to come to the lantern and add a light. And we're going to do, well, I got to do on the base. Light. We're going to do a surface light, or spotlight. Nope. What's it called? It's called point light, I believe. There we go. Okay. So 5 on the brightness. I'm going to make it be a nice little warm orange color, because it is a lantern. And then I'm going to set the range to be like 15. There we go. So it actually has an effect. Nice. Okay. So there's that. But I don't want this enabled right now, because the light is off. So this is where the coding is about to come in. So what we're going to do is we're going to add a little prompt onto the actual lantern base itself. Name it a proximity prompt. Get that. We'll say turn on prompt. And then we'll put the action text to be turned on. Got the space in there. There we go. Okay. Hold duration 1. And then I'm going to turn off requires line of sight. So there we go. Okay. So what we're going to do is come to the lantern. We're going to get a script. We're going to say turn on script. Okay. So we're going to clear that out. We're going to say local lantern equals script.parent local prompt equals lantern dot base dot turn on prompt, and local front faces equals lantern dot front faces, and local light equals lantern dot base dot point light. There we go. Okay, so now that we got all the variables we need called, we're going to do local function turn on light. So what I want this to do, and I don't want it to give me stuff, we're going to say let me think here. This shouldn't be that hard. We'll say light dot enable equals true. We'll say front faces dot color equals color 3 dot new, or we'll say color from RGB, and we'll make it the orange color like I was saying. Darken it. Okay. And then that should be it for that. I'm gonna add a boolean real fast, and then we'll say local is lights on equals false. And we'll say if not is lights on, then we'll have to do that, and then we'll end that. There we go. Okay, we'll say a local function turn off light if is lights on, then light dot enabled equals false, and front faces dot color equals color 3 dot from RGB, and we'll just come down here to my front faces, copy the color, paste it on in there, boom, cool. Okay, and then we'll say prompt dot trigger connect function, and then we'll say if is lights on, then we'll say turn off light, and we'll say else if is lights is not is lights on, then turn on light. There we go. Sweet. So this should work. Let's go ahead and let's try it. Let's see what happens. So lights off. Light should be on. Yep, there it goes. Okay. And it's not turning off. We'll say else turn on light. There we go. That should turn it on. And then hold it again. And it's not turning off. I don't know why it's not turning off. Oh, you know why? That's true. Forgot the most important part, apparently. There we go. Okay. So now it should work. Turn it on. Wait for Roblox to load. Turn it off. Turn it on. Turn it off. Boom. We got a functioning light here. And it didn't take that long to do. So yeah. There you go. In this video, we modeled and we scripted the light to work. So I hope that video did help you guys. It was something short but cool, I think. And yeah, it was just for fun. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Hopefully that got you into Blender. If you guys want to learn more, let me know about Blender. And I can do a starter tutorial if you guys really want me to go in depth about it. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you did enjoy it. And I'll see y'all in the next one.